Students, welcome to Maths Hub. In this video, we are going to learn what is the meaning of area and perimeter and how we got different formulas for different geometrical figures. Now, see, first, what is perimeter? What is area? Okay, I am taking a geometrical figure. Suppose this is a shape. This is any shape. Okay. We don't name it. Okay. Suppose if you want to name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides, nothing but pentagon. Okay. Now, for this pentagon, what is perimeter and what is area? For any geometrical shape, perimeter means the length of its boundary. What it is? Length of its boundary. Boundary is nothing but the edge, right? Edges of this diagram. So, if suppose the length of this side is 7, this is 4, sorry, 5, 3, 8 and 6. Okay, all are centimeters. If suppose these are the lengths of sides, then perimeter of this geometrical figure, what you have to do means you have to find length of its boundary means you have to find the total length of its boundary. So what you have to do, you have to add all these sides. Nothing but 7 plus 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 6. So what will you get? 10, 18, 23, 29. Okay. So it is 29 centimeters is the length, perimeter of this shape. Okay. Why I am writing centimeter? Here, these are units of perimeter. Why? Because as I told, perimeter is nothing but length, right? It is length. Length is measured in centimeters, meters, kilometers, and so on. So, units are nothing but will get centimeter, meter, kilometer based on the lengths of the sides. And coming to area. What is area here? First, let us know what is area first and then coming to it. An area of any plane is nothing but this surface, what it is? Surface occupied by any plane figure. Okay? The surface occupied, nothing but how much surface this diagram or this place is occupied. Surface occupied means where we have surface here for this diagram. This total part is the surface, right? This total part is the surface. And how to measure area? How to find area? See, if I want to measure perimeter as it is length, we can measure with the help of scale, right? Help of scale or tape based on the length. Okay, but if I want to measure this part, area, nothing but how much surface here, I cannot use tape. Why? I want to find this space. So, here we got units. We need some unit to measure the area. Now see how we got those units. See, suppose if I ask you how much area you have here, what you will tell? This total, here the total is area, right? But you cannot tell as it is plain. But if I ask what is the area of this part? What is the area of this part? You can tell 4 boxes. The surface required to fill 4 boxes. But in the same paper, if I draw 9 boxes like this, you can tell the surface required to fill 9 boxes. But here, these two areas are same, but in one we got 4 boxes, in one we got 9 boxes. Well, because here the boxes are big inside, here they are small inside. So, for this, in order to reduce this, We have given some units to area. What they are? We can find how many squares of unit centimeters. Squares of unit square or unit centimeter or unit meter, anything based on the space. We can measure how many squares we can fix here, how many squares we can fix here, so that the area you can tell that is that many square. Like this you can write it as square centimeters or centimeters square. In general, many of us are thinking that we got units of area centimeter square as we are multiplying centimeter into centimeter and meter into meter, but this is not the exact answer. Okay, we will see how many squares, unit squares we can fix in that part to get the area of that particular region. For better understanding purpose, I am taking a box of, suppose the length of this box is, suppose I am drawing this board only. Okay, let this is the shape of board here, and this is 8, whatever it may be, 8 feet. Okay, here it is 3 feet. Okay, or for better understanding, you can take smaller units only, 8 centimeters and 3 centimeters. Now, in order to find area, what I have to do? I have to divide this into unit squares, right? If I keep one square here, suppose this is length 1. Okay, square means all sides are equal, right? Like this, if I keep squares, how many squares you will get here? 1, 2, 3 squares. As this is 1, this is 1 and this one, total is 3. And if I move like this, how many squares we can put like this? Here, I can put 8 squares, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As the total length is 8 and each length of each square is 1, I can put 8 squares. So like this, total how many squares I can put? Here 8, here 8 and here 8. So total I can arrange 24 squares of centimeter, length centimeter. So 24 square centimeters or 24 centimeter square is the area of this box. Okay, like this we can find area, but each and every time we cannot divide, we cannot put on see, right, as how many squares we can put here, like that. So for that we have derived formulas for finding area of different geometrical figures. Based on its shape we have formulas. Let us move on to perimeter and areas formulas. First, let us derive formulas for square and rectangle. Okay, what it is? Square, rectangle. Okay, before deriving the formulas, first see what is a square and what is a rectangle. Okay, a square is nothing but a polygon with 4 sides, with all sides are equal, or you can tell a 4-sided polygon with equal sides and angle between each side is 90 degrees, then you can tell that polygon is a square. Or else you can tell one more definition, a quadrilateral in which all sides are equal and angle is 90 degrees. Okay, in the same, what is rectangle? Rectangle is nothing but a quadrilateral. First, what is a quadrilateral? A quadrilateral is a polygon having 4 sides. Here I have 4 sides, so it is a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal and the angle between each and every side is 90 degrees, or angle between adjacent sides is 90. Now, let us derive formula for area and perimeter. Suppose the side of this is A or S, whatever it may be. Suppose let it the side A. In order to find perimeter, what I have to do? I have to add all the sides, right? So how many sides are there? 4. So I want to yes, I have to add a plus a plus a plus a. So perimeter of the square will become 4 into length of the side. But finding the area, let us take an example of a square having square of length 3 centimeters. Suppose the length is 3 centimeter. Now, what I told, area is nothing but how many unit squares we can fix here. So, we have to divide for every single unit. Okay, now I am dividing it into unit squares. So, each and every side or each and every edge is 1 unit, right? 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3, like this. Now, this is a square of unit centimeter or length 1 centimeter. Now, total how many squares are formed? 9 squares is nothing but 3, 3, 3. Suppose it is 4, how many will get? Will get like this, right? Will get 4, 4, 4, 4. That means for finding the total number of squares, what I have to do? I have to multiply this side with that side only. 3 into 3. You will get 9 in this case. Okay. Suppose if it is total, it is 4 into 4. Nothing but 16 squares. Here it is 9 squares. So the formula for finding the area of the square, if we have S square of length A, suppose the total length is A, we can divide this into A parts, and the same way here also you can divide this into A parts. So total squares will be A into A square. So A square square units. Okay, A square you can fix here. So what is the formula for finding area of the square? Area of the square equal to side square or A square, and perimeter is 4A. But coming to rectangle, as suppose opposite sides are equal, right? So let it be L and let it be B. So perimeter will be equal to L plus B plus L plus B. So this will be equal to 2L plus 2B. If I take 2 common, what will you get? 2 into L plus B. Length, right? So 2 into L plus B units. But if I want to find the area, see, as here, as many squares in the row will be the same, the number of squares in the column, right? Means in each and every row and each and every column will be same number of squares. But here, in a rectangle, suppose I am taking 3 and 2 units. Here, how many can divide into 3 parts? Here, I can divide into 2 parts. So, if you see here, total how many squares formed? 6, right? Nothing but along row. We have 3 number of squares like this. How many rows? 2 rows. Nothing but 3 into 2, 6. Nothing but area of the rectangle. Area is equal to, we have to find L into B. Okay? Area of the square is A square or S square, and area of the rectangle is L into B, and perimeter is 2 into L plus B. Moving on to parallelogram and trapezium. First, parallelogram and trapezium. Okay, first, what is parallelogram and what is trapezium? Okay, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel and equal. A quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel and equal. But what is trapezium? A quadrilateral in which only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. What it is? One pair of opposite sides are parallel. Okay, then this is trapezium and this is parallelogram. Let us see its diagram. Suppose I am taking a parallelogram. Okay, you will get like this. These two are equal and parallel. These two are equal and parallel. Okay, and opposite angles are equal. This angle is equal to this angle, and this angle is equal to this angle. In the same way, trapezium means only one pair is parallel, right? These two are parallel, and these two it can be in any way. Okay, parallelogram and trapezium. And let us derive formulas. Suppose what is parallelogram? Opposite sides are parallel and equal, right? So let it be A and A. It will be B and B. So what will be the perimeter? Perimeter is nothing but A plus B plus A plus B, as same as rectangle you will get 2 into A plus B is the formula for finding perimeter of the parallelogram. Whereas how to find area? See, suppose this is a parallelogram of A length A, or else here for finding the parallelogram we don't want both the sides. Okay, we need anyone. Suppose this is the base. I am taking it as base. Okay, here B is nothing but base. And see, I am drawing a parallel line from here. Sorry, perpendicular line from here. What it is? Perpendicular means 90 degrees. So we call this as height. For this base, this is the height. And from here, I am cutting this part up to here. I am cutting this part, and as it is, I am moving it towards here. You will get like this, right? This is 90 degrees, and this is also 90. And this total part is B, right? This part comes to here. Again, this total length is B. And if you see here, up to here, where from this part, it is a rectangle, right? Of length of B with base B and height is H, right? So what is the area of this rectangle? Area of this rectangle is nothing but length into B. Here it is base into height. Okay, what it is? Base into height. So this total area won't change, right? As I am changing this part to here, the area of this total part is also equal to this part, right? This area of the total part. So area of the parallelogram is nothing but BH, base into height. Suppose if the parallelogram is like this, okay, then this will be the base and this will be the height. Okay, you have to take height to its base, respective to the base. Okay, understood or not? Now, trapezium. Coming to trapezium, suppose the length of this side is A and B. Don't know this side. If you want to find perimeter, what you have to do? Sum of all sides. As there is no relationship between sides, you have to do sum of all sides. And for finding the area, see, I am drawing it here. Suppose this is a trapezium. Okay, and for finding the area, I have to derive any previous figure which I know formula, so that we can get area easily. So it is A and B, and I am taking one more trapezium the same dimensions and inverting and placing it here. You will get like this, right? I am inverting the trapezium, the same trapezium. I am inverting and keeping it here. Okay, so this will be B and this will be A. This angle is same to this angle, right? Yes, sorry. This angle is same to this one and it will come to here. So it is a parallelogram. This side is also this side, right? Both are same, and this side is A plus B. So this is, we want this area, right? For suppose I am finding the total area. Area of this total part is equal to base into height, right? Okay. A plus B is base and let it be height. As it is a parallelogram, area of parallelogram is base into height, A plus B into height. This total length is A plus B and height. But In this, how many trapeziums I have? Two trapeziums. So area of two trapeziums is equal to A plus B into H, whereas area of one trapezium A is equal to half H into A plus B, or half A plus B into H. This is the area of trapezium. Understood or not? See what I am doing? I am taking one more trapezium with the same dimension and inverting it and keeping it here, so that this B will come here, A will come here, and this side is same as this side, and this angle will goes to here, and this will goes to here. Okay, and here formed a parallelogram. So I use the formula for parallelogram. Understood? Now I am deriving the area of rhombus with the help of rectangle. See this clearly. Okay. What is rhombus? A rhombus is a parallelogram. It is a parallelogram in which all sides are equal. What I told? A parallelogram is nothing but you will get opposite sides are parallel and opposite sides are equal, right? If all the sides of a parallelogram are equal, then you call it as rhombus. Okay, and in rhombus, suppose if you know height, okay, if you know height, you can do by using base into height, as it is a parallelogram. You can do by using base into height. But if you don't know height and if you know diagonals, okay, these are diagonals, and in rhombus diagonals are perpendicular to each other. And if you know diagonal, how we can find the area of rhombus? See, for this I am drawing it somewhat bigger. Okay, please try to understand this one. Suppose all sides are equal and this is one diagonal, this is one diagonal. Okay. Here diagonals bisect each other perpendicular. Nothing but this total length is d1. Then this is d1 by 2 and d1 by 2. This is d2, d2 by 2 and d2 by 2. Okay. Now I am taking the upper part. What will get? I will get like this, right? This total is d2, right? I will get like this. Yes or no? This is d1 by 2. And I am taking this part, as here it is 90 degrees, right? I am taking this part and I will put it here. Okay. So how will you get? This part will come exactly overlap here, right? Why? All sides are equal, right? So it exactly overlap here, and here it is 90 degrees. Here you will get 90 degrees, and this part is d1 by 2, right? This is d1 by 2 and this is d2 by 2. And in the same way, I am taking this part and moving it to here. What will you get? You will get like this. Again, these two will overlap. This part is d2 by 2 and this is d1 by 2, half of the diagonal. And here, the total angle is 90 degrees, right? Yes or no? How it is? It is a rectangle. If you see clearly, opposite sides are equal. This is d1 by 2 and this is d1 by 2. This total length is d2 by half of d2 and half of d2 will become d2. This is also d2. It is a rectangle. So, what is the area of rectangle here? Length into breadth, where length is d2 into breadth d1 by 2. So, area of the rhombus is half d1 into d2. Nothing but half of the product of diagonals. At last, we will see how we got formula, area of the triangle and a perimeter of the triangle. Okay, perimeter of triangle is nothing but I have to add all the three sides. It will be based on whether it is scalar triangle, isosceles triangle or equilateral triangle. But let us find area of triangle. What is triangle? A polygon having three sides. Right? Now, I want to find area of this triangle. Right? See, I can derive in two ways. Okay? See first, suppose Here I have a rectangle and I'll cut this along its diagonal. Okay, if I cut along its diagonal, here I can form two equal triangles, right? Yes or no? Like this. We formed two equal triangles. You will see here, triangles are both are same, right? So from one rectangle, I can form two equal triangles, and so suppose this is a rectangle and this is one triangle. This this is base. We call it as height. In a triangle, we will take base and height. Here it is base and height as it is rectangle. Area of total rectangle is nothing but length into breadth, nothing but base into height. But here I have two triangles. So area of one triangle is half of this one, half base into height. Okay. If I cut along the diagonal. No, I won't cut along the diagonal. Then what will happen? See, if you take any triangle and if you draw two perpendiculars, okay, here we will form a rectangle again. Nothing but the area of this total part will be equal to sum of the areas of these two parts. Okay, again you will get same, but here this will be the height and this will be the base. So again two equal triangles with two equal areas we can form from a rectangle. So again height BH is the area of this total rectangle. So area of triangle is half base into height. This is how we have got many formulas for different geometrical shape. Thank you.